Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Forgotten Realms draft here on the channel. My name is Nikolai, and in this video, I'm going to be going pick by pick and play by play through a Forgotten Realms draft, talking through all of my decisions to help you level up Unlimited. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, and you can check out the Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. If you'd like to support my work, Patreon's the best way to do so, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. And if you want to win magic, drafting Meteor Swarm is a great way to do so. I can't guarantee that you will get this in your own draft, but when you do, it's probably best to take it. It's in one of the best colors in the set, if not the best color. It absolutely wins you the game pretty much every time you cast it, and it is very, very powerful. So you can like kill 3 of their creatures a lot of the time with this, and or just killing 2 of their creatures is really good. The next best card in this pack might honestly be Plundering Barbarian. Very good card. There's also Tiger Tribe Hunter, which is pretty good. And then after that, this pack falls off a cliff. This card's reasonable. This card's good in like green-white exactly, but not really anything else. And nothing else is really particularly good. But Meteor Swarm is the pick. I think I would take the Plundering Barbarian over the Tiger Tribe Hunter. Just because it's cheaper and just has like a tremendous effect on the game. Following up the Meteor Swarm, I have been taking a lot more Warlock classes, and I have been enjoying playing. This card just does a lot. It lets you like slowly knock your opponent out of the game with the life loss. It threatens like lethal with the 7-mana ability. Just kind of a nice card. This card's not playable, unfortunately. Just like a lot of text and doesn't really do anything. There's also Temple of the Dragon Queen, which I like. Helps you get consistent mana. Yeah, Shambling Gas is, I think, one of the best commons. Ginny Wins here is pretty solid as a card. Like, actually, it's kind of comparable with the Ghast, because blue isn't particularly aggressive in this set. I think if I wasn't taking the Warlock class, I would take the Shambling Ghast in this pack over Boots of Speed and then Wins here. Temple of the Dragon Queen's probably not super far behind all those cards. Okay, moving on to pick 3. There is Check for Traps if I wanted to stick to black, though I think this card is a little bit weaker than some of the other options in this pack, probably. There's Cridle, pretty good blue-black card. I tend to steer away from gold cards early in the draft because they're so inflexible. It has to be a really weak rest of the pack for me to take a gold card early. There's also Steadfast Paladin is a pretty good 2-drop. You hear something on Watch as a nice like removal spell. Following Wilds. I'm not going to take the Wilds. There's Hill Giant Herd Gorger, which I like. I think in this pack, the best cards are the Steadfast Paladin, the Check for Traps, Hill Giant Herd Gorger, and the Evolving Wilds. I don't really want to take the Valor Singer. I think I'm going to take the Paladin. Just a nice 2-drop. I know Check for Traps is on color, but I think the Paladin is just really nice. Gives you just a great body early in the game. And I like black-white, red-black, and red-white as color combinations. Now, Ray of Enfeeblement, I think, is the pick by a decent margin. This card's just incredible. If you do play against a white deck and pretty solid against non-white decks, they're just a decent number of like 1 toughness creatures running around. It's a fine combat trick. So I like that. Ghoul is reasonable. The Unicorn is a combo with Paladin, but I don't really care. It's not going to influence my pick here. And then Shepherd's the only green card. So I haven't really been seeing a lot of green. We have seen a little bit of black. We got past Warlock class. We got past like Check for Traps, which is not really a signal, but we have been seeing some black cards. Not seeing a ton of red. And then seeing a little bit of white. So black-white maybe is open. I'll have to keep figuring that out. Wow, this is an interesting pick. Because there's quite a few cards for quite a few decks. And there's also just a bunch of blue cards that are interesting. So Genie Wins here is the best blue card in the pack, so I wanted to go that direction. There's Dungeon Map, which is a nice, like, consistent venture card for if you are going for a black-white venture deck. There's UNT Fangblade as a nice, like, venture card. There's improvised weaponry if I think red ends up being open, so I can play Meteor Swarm. And there's Price of Loyalty, which goes well with these Sepulchre ghouls that I've been seeing. Oh, really tough pick here. Kind of want to take the UNT. I think it's just better than Dungeon Map. Dungeon Map is a pretty slow card. And black it seemed open, but we are going to try to keep tabs on the situation here. There's a Shambling Ghast. Faraday is, like, very medium. It really needed to be 3 mana to be, like, a good card, I think, in this set. It's just a bit expensive. The rest of the cards in the pack are mediocre, except for Boots of Speed. But I like the Ghast a lot. A lot more than I thought I would, that's for sure. It's looking like blue-black is where we're going to end up. This is one of the benefits of, like, steering towards a particular archetype or one color, is that I can take, like, stragglers in other colors. I kind of want to take Guild Thief. It seems like the highest upside card. It's very, like, reliant on being in your opening hand. But I could see just building a deck around it, potentially. I already have this card, which cares about things like that. Maybe I'll get a Thieves' Tools. And blue has seemed open. I don't really like this card. It's too expensive. I might spec on a Bard or a Dagger. I'll probably just take the Beholder, though. It's a reasonable top-end card to have one copy of. And I know I'm playing black at this point. There's a Ghoul. There's a You Come to a River. I think I'll just take the Ghoul. Works well with the Ghast. Just a reasonable 2-drop. And I know I'm playing it. Late Genie Windseer. Check for traps or Herd Gorger. I'll just take check for traps because I'm guaranteed to play it. Get myself deeper into one color. Skeletons I'm not guaranteed to play, honestly. So maybe I'd rather have the 2-drop. Somebody did take the Cridle, but that's to be expected. Looks like we're just getting every black card that we want. And every blue card, potentially. Why? No, Drizzt is so good, but I can't play it. It's just not even close to my colors. Green seemed a little open. White had some signals, like the last pick Dragon's Disciple, but I just can't take it. I also don't have the treasure generating aspect of black going for me other than this one Shambling Ghast. What do I want in this pack? There's a UNT, Horde Robber, Thieves' Tools, Evo Wilds. Probably going to take a black card here, keep myself flexible still. How's my 2-drops looking? I've got 2 of those guys and 1 of these, so I'm pretty chilling on 2-drops. Don't really have to take the Horde Robber, so I'll just take the UNT. Pretty primo card. I really like it. Just like demands an answer most of the time. Okay, so I could pull a classic bait and switch, which I might do. Because this pack, there's a rare missing. I'm not going to take the Feywild. I'm not a dice rolling deck. I will say, though, that there are some really good red cards in this pack, and I could just pull, like, the classic. I've got a great red card. I know I'm not going to see a single red card in pack 3, but I'll still be able to make playables. Black-red has a lot of good stuff in it, and I can just, like, take the Bugbear here and then just chillax. There's also, like, no good black cards that I really care about other than, like, Thieves' Tools. There's, like, only one blue card I care about. So taking a Hulking Bugbear here could just be totally reasonable. Though I don't really want to make my mana base weaker by playing that, so maybe I take the Red Dragon and just go for a top-end red card. Yeah, I think I like that better. But I might just want to play fewer sources. And it's also a speculative pick. I could just veer back towards blue. Hand of Vecna doesn't seem like where I want to be. It's just so punishing when you're on the draw. I like Soul Knife Spy, I think. So that last pack, I wasn't really giving up much to make that pick. Soul Knife Spy is actually pretty good with the, like, plan. I give up on a Thieves' Tools. But I think this is going to work out decently well. So, like, my 2 red cards are pretty good. But triple red and double red is hard to do anyway. And I like the Spy. The Spy sometimes just takes over the game. And now there's a Vampire Spawn and a Shortcut Seeker. Shortcut Seeker is good with UNTs. There are some red cards in this pack. I'm just going to take this spawn. Yeah, I don't really care about venturing all that much. I'm going to get glutted at 3-drop, though. I'll just take the spawn. Some life gain's nice. Check for traps or another investigator. As is my habit, I'll just default to the black card. Take a UNT again. Tiger Tribe's a reasonable card. That card's solid. I'm just gonna take a Warlock class, I think. We're like the only black drafter at the table, which is really nice. There's Talisman. Cleric class. I don't really have life gain. Speak of. I'll just speculate on a green card because maybe I end up opening something really good in green. And I have some cards that work well with it. Like, they want to trade with the UNTs, things like that. I would say it's unlikely that we end up in white. Unlikely that we end up in green. Fairly likely that we end up in blue. Don't really need this card. I don't want to speculate on it. Not really even. Okay. Well. At the decision post once more. We opened up a pretty good rare for Alchemist. What am I gilding up to take it? Like a guild thief? Well done, Nikolai. You navigated the course. You kept your options open, and then you got Orcus. Getting past an Orcus is a good sign. I think we're going to go back to red-black, because now we have 2 insane bombs. Horde Robber is a reasonable 2-drop. We have 4 UNTs. Dungeon Crawler's pretty solid too. We don't really venture though, other than the UNTs. Hmm. Wow, you get a Reaper's Talisman too? Man, my reads were so good. Like, I would have gotten this Krydle, I would have got, like, a bunch of good blue cards from my deck, but just... They can't compete with Orcus, sadly. Orcus and Meteor Swarm is my only 2 red cards. Random 2-drop. I don't really have a ton of treasures, but it is still a reasonable card. That's a great pickup. Improvised weaponry to help me get to my triple red. Also some interaction. Deadly Dispute's also excellent. I just think I want a treasure generator to help me get my colors straightened out. This card's also a treasure generator, but I already have some sack stuff. Baleful Beholder, not the best. I don't really have a ton of removal. I guess I'll take the Spike Pit Trap. Kinda need it. Herald of Hadar. I'm gonna go 8 mountains. I have a triple red card that's really good, and a double red card, and like I I only have single black pips across the board pretty much. Like not being able to cast Meteor Swarm is a major cost, so I think I have to go 8. Which is kind of bad. I wish I could go 7. Hmm. I'm pretty happy with how I navigated this draft, by the way. So let's see. We don't need 4 6-drops and this Herald of Hadar. Hmm. And I can find my stuff so easily because of Warlock class. Feign Death, Dungeon. Okay. Don't really want that. Really want that. Don't really want that. I don't need all those. Treasure of the 8 Mountains. I make 1 treasure from this. Maybe a treasure from that, but it's not reliable. Sometimes treasure from that. I think 10-7 is reasonable. I don't need this until the mid game, until 6 mana. Triple red is kind of hard to get. It's just a cost of the game, is having to play an 8th mana. Even with 8, it's kind of hard to get a triple. I think this is going to be the deck. The speculative red dragon looking pretty good. I'm glad I took it over the hulking bugbear. Yeah, Hexblade is just a 2-mana 2/2 most of the time in this deck. So, I think the blue version would have been okay, but like we got the Prince on Death, and we already had the Meteor Swarm, so it became pretty obvious at that point. Feign Death is a card I've wanted to play more of. Get some more reps with that bad boy. It's like so good with like the UNT because they're gonna trade with it. Good with like a lot of my cards. And I even have like Sepulchre Pool to like sack something under it. You would cut the crawler. I'll see if Feign Death looks like it would deserve a spot. I don't think it really does though. It's just kind of a little like a. There are cards that need help to be good, and then there are cards that don't. And Feign Death is a card that needs a good situation for it to be good, and all my other cards don't. So we're gonna run it like this, and we'll see how we do. I'll see you in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special shout out to those at the credits level. If you as a viewer feel like my content has provided you with $1 worth of value and you'd like to give back and support the channel, the Patreon is the best way to do so. And as my way of saying thank you to patrons, I provide some rewards like access to my card by card tier list for each set. I really do appreciate all of the patrons, and I really cannot thank you enough for helping me continue to produce these videos. Without further ado, though, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round one. Nice keep here. Leading with the Ghast. Chipping for some damage. Okay. Wingspear is like a pessimist. Wingspear is always a pessimist. They never believe in me. They're the person that you need, though. You need a minority, like vocal minority, that questions your decisions and never believes in you. And that's how you get better. What card do I care about the most? Don't really care about the Valor Singer. The Rust Monster's kind of annoying. Windfall doesn't really do anything. That card's going to be annoying with treasures. I could have also just attacked with both. They attack back. Then they have this thing to block. It's just a weird trade to make. A 2/2 for a 2/1. Well, Warlock class is actually insane in our deck, being able to get all the stuff that we need. Oh, that's cute. About to win. I will also say about this deck, one concept of like limited is like if you have better cards, then your opponent's going to help you win. So like obviously, my deck has some absurd bombs like Meteor Swarm, but I also drafted in such a way that I was able to take advantage when I got past Orcus in pack 3, which is like adds a significant amount of power to my deck and was like something that I actually kind of facilitated. Like I'm not guaranteed to get past Orcus, but even with the case of like the Frog Hemoth, like I could have maybe had that card in my deck or things like that. And it's like if you are able to put yourself in a situation like that in draft where you can be very flexible, you can sometimes facilitate the cards that are really powerful getting past to you. I was like the only black drafter at Adronius. Living the dream. Yeah, I almost went blue, but I mean, it did not seem like the right call. Wow. Very flat power level. They probably... Wow, they didn't take the Hexblade? Interesting. I kind of like the vampire spawn. I think it does some good work. Easy Tomb of Annihilation for me. I'm a big fan of the Tomb. Relative to other drafters, I think. I think a lot of people just always go to Fandelver, and I feel like I go to the Tomb more. Everyone in chat revealing that they thought I should take Drizzt after the fact. Did I have fun that match? Oh man, I'm so tempted. It's so hard. Whenever I win, I want to say yes, but I mean, that one was like ambivalent. Why isn't there a medium button? I didn't get to play. My opponent did nothing. I'm going to say no, just for the contrarian. I won, and I'm going to let Magic the Gathering Arena know that I didn't have fun just because I won. I feel like I'm taking the high road there, in many ways, metaphysically speaking. I'm breaking the trend of only liking the game when you win. I'm having sympathy. It's a sign of of humans, as you can have empathy or whatever. I'm empathizing with my opponent. Crane thinks Vampire Spawn is probably the best black 3-drop. I do love my UNT Fang Blades, I must say. I can just casually turn 3 in Orcus if I want to, potentially. Oh, it's definitely one of the best rares for draft. If you can't enjoy wins, you can enjoy satisfying wins where you beat your opponent through skill. Oh my gosh, getting wrecked by a 2-1? What is the world coming to? Oh, they're setting up. They're biding their time. But I can wipe all those X1s away at a moment's notice. Biding my time. So they have 4 mana. They haven't done anything this turn. So they probably have contact other plane at the very least. So they're probably going to make a 1/1. Scion of Stygia. That's a good one for them. They think. In reality, not so much. I messed up. No! I punted it. Oopsie daisies. I needed the treasure. Oopsie daisies. To be fair, I was going to lose my guy anyway, but I didn't have to lose this guy as well. I blame myself on that one. Ouch. I messed it up. Oops.
Oops. Whoopsie daisies. He has made an error. A mistake has been made.
I messed up the last turn, but I'm going to redeem myself. So if I can get to 7, I deal 8 to them. I'll do it right this time. There. Okay. Brazen Dwarf would confuse anybody. My mind just can't comprehend it. The Brazen Dwarf. My grandmother saved the life of a brass dragon, and in return she was given a glimpse of the fire in its heart. A glimpse she passed down to me. My eyes were just blinded by that dragon. Wow, this is what I love to see. Someone in chat just volunteered to discuss signal reading with another member of chat using the NicolaiBolas Discord server. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, that resolves. I can't. I totally don't. I don't even pay attention to my own life total in these games. I just feel so under threatened. So this is just lethal in 2 turns. So yeah, I did mess that up. It didn't matter though. So in Magic, there are 3 ways to win a game. You can get In limited, at least. You can, or in constructed, you can have a better deck than your opponent, slash matchup things. You can have... Oh, no! No! My opponent gets to take the dragon! No! Oh, they take a land? What? Okay, they weren't going to win anyway because the Sepulchre Ghoul dying just wins me the game. Because this does too. But still, they could have taken my dragon! The horror. Oh no, I messed it up! I have a quest to cast 40 creature spells to get 750 gold, so I should have cast the Dungeon Crawler first. Oh, the punt. The punt! No, they saw a check for traps among those 3 cards. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. When I say taking my dragon, I mean taking it out of my hand. With check for traps. I said they'll take my dragon, and I meant it in a different sense than chat was us thinking. Yes, they were still dead. By the way, folks, if you are enjoying my content and you want to support me, and you have Amazon Prime, you can do so at no extra cost to yourself. I'm going to throw this shill right into the middle. Wow, Lollycat demonstrating perfectly. What are the odds of the perfect timing? Thank you so much, Lollycat, for the subscription, sharing that Twitch Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to my Twitch stream at no extra cost to yourself. Simply link your Amazon account and your Twitch account, because Amazon owns Twitch, and you can then use the Prime Gaming subscription on my channel. So if you are a person who watches on YouTube and you don't even use Twitch a lot, but you do have Amazon Prime, it all goes towards the same bucket. So it takes like 2 minutes to make a Twitch account. It's really easy. It's free. And then you can subscribe to my Twitch channel. And if you've done this in the past, you can even reset it every month. It might sound like shilling, but it's free value. It's hard to pass up on free value as a Magic player. It's like so nice. And I appreciate each and every person who does that. It's fantastic. Like if you've done it in the past, it resets each month. Because normally a Twitch subscription like auto-renews. But it doesn't do that with the Amazon Prime ones because they want to get you. They want you to forget. They want to be like, oh, look at this cool value you get, and then they want to not have you remember to do it. Well, that's gonna be a problemo. That card's good. That guy is good. But yeah. Very easy to set up, and it is always appreciated. Even if you don't watch on Twitch, it really does help me out, and I appreciate everyone who does it. Takes the extra 2 minutes. Makes a difference. Not all heroes wear capes, as they say. We're not going to attack, because this way we have 2 blockers for this guy. Because if they kill this, we can sack it to then still block. Wow, they're just like finished. They're just like speedrunning here. And that timing was insane. That was a karmic timing. Because normally I say that at the end after a lot of people have clicked off, but... Do it. Attack me with Nadar, I'm ready. And so he attacketh with his Nadar. Price of Loyalty would be pretty good in my deck, because I have 2 Sepulchres, but maybe not. I only have a couple sack outlets. Take that back. It wouldn't be that good in my deck. Hoping to draw a Lando Calrissian. Let's go. I will target that opponent, please. Oh, well then. I have no answer for Planar Ally. They do have Fate's Reversal to get back whatever I take, though. That is a problem. Huh. I think I have to take Fate's Reversal. Oh, it exiles. Never mind. I messed it up. I learned something new about my card. Though, to be fair, taking Planar Ally would have been nice, but then they could get back into their Nadar. Huh. I just didn't know how this card worked. I messed that up somewhere along the line. Probably should have just let the Sepulchral Ghoul die. Though I think either way I was going to trade 2 for 2 because this thing's going to be a 4-4. Oh no, it's going to be a 5-4 now. Oh. To get to double venture and put the counter on it. I see what you did there, opponent. Clever, clever. I think I am mega dead. This card is good against my deck. I don't have any removal spells. Oh, it doesn't buff itself? Oh, that's huge. Huge! Good call, chat. I'm sure I would have noticed eventually. No! +1/+3! I dead. I've been ambushed! Why did my Sepulchral Ghoul leave the crypt? He was supposed to stay there like a good ghoul. When you leave, you can get ambushed. It's hard to get ambushed in the crypt. Actually, that's not true. I'm sure it's very easy to get ambushed. Hashtag last season of Game of Thrones. But that was kind of an unexpected ambush. Wow, the synergy. Okay, we're totally dead. I think we can... we can draw... This guy can block this. The creature is too big for the tools. Ah, the Black Dragon. If I had 2 mountains, I could top deck. I'm on my way to the path of victory. I need to draw a mountain, block. No, I'm still dead. That's unfortunate. Rats. No, I forgot to get the value by casting my Orcus to complete my quest! Ugh. I keep forgetting that quest equity, chat. Ugh. The quest equity is just... I'm losing it. Oh my gosh. How close am I on this quest? 18 out of 40. I could have been 20 out of 40. And I did learn a valuable lesson in that the check for traps exiles. That is good knowledge to have in the repertoire. I just thought it made it discard. So, it exiles. Could I have played it differently knowing that? I mean, I knew the planar ally would be a problem. So I probably would have taken that. And maybe it could have swung me the game. Though, to be fair, them trading off their Nadar, getting back their Nadar, would have been also a problem. But we learned a valuable lesson. Ah, Snooper Juke. We will keep this hand on the old Playeruni. Got Warlock class to dig for our bomb rares. I've liked the 9-8 split of mountains to swamps. Being able to have some red sources is nice. Ooh, I could check for traps. I think I will check for traps. Check for traps before you become a warlock. Ooh, get out of here, Varus. I hate you so much. Just dumpstering everything I stand for. This card is so good. And I have no removal in my deck, so I have to take that. I would take... It depends on if I had removal. If I have no removal, Orcus is going to beat me. Oh, man, that's tough. The circle with his weird, like, text is actually relevant here. Ooh, I could take something else. Kind of like this check for traps here. Oh, multiple ogres. Huh. So now I don't want to take an ogre. I think I get rid of the bull's strength. Hmm. I'm not going to block. Would I be happy with this trade? Probably. You'll probably trade, and then we'll have that, and I have a turn to top deck something. And I have a card that's bigger than the Hoarding Ogres that can block them. That's why I took the Bull Strength. Oh, punished. That's so unlucky. Oh my gosh, what a top deck. Hmm. The 20! I need another big draw here. Something good off the top. Oh my gosh, they had a land drop? Oh, I did not know that. Oh, that's bad. So I block here, here, take 3/6. Wow, Noel is also like, so unlucky for me because that card. Oh no! No! Oh, sad day. Beholder, no! And I have to block. I can't just like go for some crazy like end the game. Oh gosh. It had to be Noel Hunter. Because I can't actually kill it with weaponry anymore. I think Wingspear's pessimism is dragging us down. Just have to blame Wingspear on this one. No! It was so close! No! And if I, oh my gosh, I was so close to living. My savior, you were right there. Oh, the pain. Oh, the agony. No. Oh, if only they hadn't hit that Knoll Hunter. Oh, I was so close. So close. If only they'd had, like, a random 2-drop that didn't grow so quickly. The pain. Couldn't you have just been an underdog basilisk? It was all I needed. Oh, gosh. I really want to win this game just so that Wingspear's prediction of 3-3 isn't right. We can't go out like that. We can't let the pessimists win, chat. Oh, gosh. That was really funny. I think I picked the right cards with my 2 check for traps. They just, like, happened to, like, rip the magmatic channeler right off the top the second time I used it. I was like, no! Can't discard the top of the deck. That's how it goes sometimes. Hey, Antonio. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Just sadness. Come on, deck. You were 3-0. You can get there again. Matt_Rocket League. Oh, yes, we have the swarm. I might just activate on turn 2 just to hit lands. Sadness. Goodbye, sweet Orcus. We hardly knew ye. Farewell. You have been confined to the grave, my young friend. Oh my gosh. I hope I draw another swamp, because then I can get Shambling Gas down. No attacks. Play another UNT. I don't want them to get to play their You See Something on Watch, because they didn't do anything on their turn. Yeah, that was my read as well, Wingspear. Just developed the board. Son of a gun! No! The gelatinous cube! Oh, farewell, sweet Yuang Ti. We hardly knew ye. Oh my gosh. No, and I can't even kill it. Okay. We got a scry into a land, hopefully. I'll take it. Why not check for traps? It's not super mana efficient. Devour me, cube. I'm ready. It's okay. Poor UNT. He died a gruesome death. Oh my gosh, never mind. There is justice. Let's go. I'm coming, UNT. Or, I forget. Someone described how it's properly pronounced, and I'm butchering it, but... I'm coming! I'm coming to get you! Whew! Thank goodness! I can breathe again! It was dark and scary in that cube. I need a treasure so I can draw a card with this guy. Quanti. I knew it was something. Someone said it in a YouTube comment once. Shout out to that guy. So I know I'm saying it wrong. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wanti. Quan was stuck inside. He had nowhere to go. I still think they have you have something on watch. So I'm gonna be patient once more. Check for traps next turn. I won't fall for your shenanigans. 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 Give me a swamp. Come on, baby. Let's go, Shuffler. I didn't need a swamp. That card's okay. That's a fine substitute. I'll take it. Oh, do I see something on watch? I do see something on watch. Hello! Hexblade coming into Rumble. Hexblade's looking at Juan and he's like, "Why aren't you coming with me? I want a friend on this attack." And he's like, "No, I cannot go. It is too dangerous." Are you kidding me? No! The Paladins! They're here! Wow, give me a treasure. I beg of you. That'd be so nice. Do it. Do it!
Do it.
You, dude, wouldn't have the guts. Oh, I almost lost the ability to cast this. Forgot about that level 1. Yikes. Ooh, close call. This game is aging like a fine wine. Is that how the saying goes? I'm not going to get to do the Shambling Ghast and sack it to Sepulchral play that I wanted. No! No! So I can sacrifice this guy for a Venture Trigger, and it means I get 2 Venture Triggers. So they'll go block here, block there. 2 of them get through. I finish the dungeon, draw a card. Seems reasonable. I could play the second one of this, drain my extra damage. So they're going to take 2 more damage from me having 2 Warlock classes in play. Just putting them to 5 good. I'd rather just shrink their guy. I did not mean to do that. My mouse slipped. Punished. I wanted to get 2 Sepulchral Pools down. But this is also fine. UN. Interesting, Ricky. Wanty. Ah, they went for the one that had already been activated. Sneaky. Okay, we got him. High roller! It's okay. Orcus was watching from the graveyard. He approves. The cool thing about having Orcus is I, like, literally remember having the monster manual, and, like, Orcus was on the cover of the monster manual. And I, like, flipped to that page. He's, like, a level 33 monster. He has, like, a wand that if you fail your saving throw, it just straight up kills you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. This card is insane. This guy's insane. I'll never be able to fight him with my level 1 rogue. Meteor Swarm to the rescue! That gelatinous ooze. We managed to fend it off. We saved Juan. The dark depths of the gelatinous ooze. There rose a hero. A Juan-teeth Fangblade. There were 3 of them at first. They called them the 3 Fangs of Justice. One of them sacrificed himself to the cause, so that the other 2 might live to see the final day of victory. Well, this is a mulligan, sadly. The cost of going 9/8 mana base is this hand is not keep. Luckily, my deck is insane, and I should be fine. I just get rid of Red Dragon here. Alternately, I could get rid of a land, but I'm just going to get rid of 6-drop. Play it conservatively. This is the sort of, like, this would have been a really good opening hand. The first hand would have been good if it had a swamp. Ooh, a white deck, that's good. I don't have the tools to pressure them. I'm totally fine with this. That was just such a bizarre play by them. I have no idea what that was. Why wouldn't you kill it first? It makes no sense. Oh, they're missing lands. Calling all crawlers, please report to the board. Question is, do I flash it in now? Because I kind of want to Rave Enfeeblement this, but if I don't do, they won't go for the equip. So I'm not going to flash it in. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the Cloister Gargoyle. Because that'll buy me the most time. Because I know that they don't have any other... I don't have any creatures. They don't have any creatures. So... Now I'm in an interesting spot, because I could play my Hexblade and start hitting them for 2 a turn, but I could also, like, try to high roll into the treasure with this thing, and then Hexblade off that. I'm gonna do that. At least until I'm closer to activating this. Yeah, 55% chance of a card is pretty nice. I mean, they will draw a creature eventually. Oh, and they take out that instead of the spiked pit trap? That's bizarre to me. And this being in play buys me some time as well. Punished. I don't want to give them an excuse to play this guy. So if I just wait, I can build up my own hand of threats. Wow, they did it? What the heck is this? And this can't kill demons. I was just trying to make it so they didn't get any value off their dragon. That's fair. They found something. Wow. If I lose this game after all this masterful play, it's going to be kind of disappointing, but, like, kind of a crazy game regardless. Sure. Wow, I mean, imagine if I had an extra card in my hand. It would be pretty good. Like, because if I'd, like, hit a treasure off of that one thing, that would have been pretty wild. Okay. So it's even board state. I think I have a better creature set. We have the same number of lands, but they have a Delver's Torch. Wow, what are they doing? Why didn't they equip and suicide in their Skelly? Sorry, this just seems bizarre. Just gonna not take any chances. Oh, I guess because I mean, I guess I kind of have to block. Oh, hello there. Three, four, five, six. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't need to do 2 to this because this will get smaller, but I might as well. That was fair and balanced. Bring forth the swarm! I have summoned you, like Ness in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Peek Storm! Small reference. My voice went to a high pitch there. That's exactly how I imagined it, though. Like, ah! Coming from the sky! There are meteors in them thar hills. Man, imagine getting Orcus on your Black Dragon and then being like, oh my gosh, and now I got Meteor Swarmed. The luck of this insane drafter. Oh, man. I feel so proud of how I played that game, too. I was like, I am a genius! I'm just playing everything out of my mind! Imagine if they'd used Portable Hole on my Pit Trap. I'll just get it down. I'll check for traps next turn. So punished. Wow, so they have no more lands. Oh, that's interesting. So they're probably going to level up this next turn. I don't care about that. Kill most of their stuff. Available holder can make them sack Ranger class. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. I don't care about any of their one toughness things. Kind of care about this thing. I'm going to make them pump the mana into Ranger class. Slow them down a little bit on board. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Ah, if I'd only checked for traps on turn 2, I could have avoided this horrendous fate. I don't want to take the 2-1. Get rid of the Pegasus. I don't know if that's correct. Because I can't deal with this wolf anyway. Because of that combat trick. So I have to draw a land so I can zap it with this pit trap. Big land draw. Yes! Huge draw. And now I need a high roll here. No! No! I just needed a treasure one time! Dealer, why? Wow, they let the trade happen. Yes! Now I can get them to sack this ranger class and hope that they don't have anything on the top. Hold. Yes, hold, hold. Yes! We've done it! Take that, ranger class! Say hello to my little friend. Make sure I choose the right one. The anti-magic cone. For no magic can exist in the presence of a beholder. Woo! Let's go. Whew. Close call. And Warlock class to finish the deed. Charge!
Hello, Enrique. How are you today?
Whoo! Orcus does not want to be denied. He's in the presence of his good friend Meteor Swarm. Last time I had an Orcus, I believe he was in the presence of the good old Westgate Regent and Xanathar. And they all were going to the pub right before their 6-2 match to reminisce on the times they were in the deck together. Orcus is back in that same pub, and he sees dejected Xanathar and dejected Westgate Regent, though I have had a trophy deck that had Westgate Regent, and I think I had one with Xanathar too, separately. Maybe. No, I'm not sure if Xanathar ever trophied for me. But Westgate Regent did. But Orcus wants his time in the sun. Orcus wants to get the job done. He was instrumental in that last game. The top deck land to facilitate the Orcus victory. And now all we have to do is defeat Donkey Punch. I don't know if donkeys are known for punching, but we have our... This is the first game we've drawn Reaper's Talisman, and it is going to be incredible here. Let's go, Reaper's Talisman. I totally forgot I had this card. Checking for traps. Okay, well, I don't want to deal with Battlecry Goblin. And they don't have a single mountain, so I think this is going to be pretty reasonable. So the Chaos Channeler hopefully doesn't get there. I'm fine attacking here. Play UNT. Wow, no block. No, whoa, what is happening? Also, why would they play planes that I wasn't aware of before? I always want to go into this one, but I'm going to go into this one. Oh, is that something inappropriate? Thank you for the warning, Ricky. I had no idea about that. Planning on trading? Yes. They'll draw a mountain eventually. But not today! The shambling Ghast is running for the finish line, praying the opponent does not draw a mountain. I'll bet I looked really stupid when I was making fun of that name. Okay. Go, shambling guest! Be the hero! All it takes is one swamp to make the difference. Poor Juan. You deserve a break in the graveyard for your brave service against the gelatinous cube. It's a tap land! And Orcus gets his day in the sun! At long last, he sits in the Tavern of Champions. Oh my gosh. What a draft. The Reaper's Talisman coming in clutch at the end. Whew. Let's go. Wowza. What a draft! From 3-2, overcoming all obstacles to go 7-2. People predicted it in the chat. Poor Wingspear predicted a 3-3. He was close to getting his wishes come true, but we showed him who was boss. What a draft. What a performance. Some really tight games there down the stretch. And some clutch performances from our All-Star Orcus and our Meteor Swarm. And also Baleful Beholder just clutched it a couple times. Just like that last that game against the Rangers class, just coming in handy. The triple Fang Blade did some cool stuff. Warlock class was great for finding our bombs. Reaper's Talisman, great in that last game. Ray was good against those gargoyles. And we had that epic game where we knew their hand, and so we waited, and then instead of us getting 2-for-1 by their Black Dragon, we 2-for-1 them using our Orcus. What a crazy draft. A lot of good cards we didn't even play. I mean, Feign Death, another one of these guys, but yeah, most of the good cards made it to the deck. But yeah, crazy draft, crazy matches, and overall a really fun time. I think the 9-8 split was correct, really helped us cast our Meteor Swarm when we needed it, even though we had a lot of black cards, and it was sometimes problematic. This was a pretty good situation. That is going to do it for this draft video, though. If you made it all the way till the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Orcus and Swarm for the win. That's not a great hashtag. I need something creative, something with some catch to it. Hashtag Orcus Prince of Champions. That's a pretty good one. Hashtag Orcus and Swarm in a tavern. I don't know. Hashtag Orcus finally gets there. Let's go. I don't know. Be creative. There's a lot of good options to choose from, or come up with your own. But also, if you have any questions or feedback, leave those in the comments as well. As I said earlier in the video, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use that to support my content. Simply link the two accounts, as I mentioned before, and then subscribe. It's at no extra cost to yourself, and it does help me out. You can also hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more content. Click that bell icon so you get notified when I post future videos. All of those things help the channel grow and continue to thrive. You can also find the Discord server linked in the description down below, and you can find the Patreon linked in the description down below as well. Both of those are great places. The Discord is a great community. It's free to join. A bunch of people talking and hanging out, drafting together. And then there's the Patreon, which if you would like to give back to my content, if you've gotten some value from it, if it's maybe helped you win some extra drafts that you maybe wouldn't have otherwise, it's a great way to give back and help support my content. You get some cool bonus resources, and it also just helps me continue making these videos for you. Yeah, check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. Give it a follow if you are a Twitch user. And you can also find links to my articles and stuff in the description as well. That is going to do it for this video, though. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Or, hashtag clutch bombs. That's a really good one, because the bombs really came through when we needed them most. So hashtag clutch bombs if you made it to the very, very end. So let me know you made it all the way past that little intro, extra. I like it. But yeah, that is going to do it for this draft. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and I'll talk to you next time.